With the conscious core essence or your personality sun in the 7, we have the army or the role of self. This is the third variation of the cross of the Sphinx. So when we get to this third variation, we know that the Sphinx is always trying to give us direction. But the transition here is that this cross operates through the theme of the position of the personality sun being in the 7. So we are looking at this position and we're looking at the 7th gate, and the 7th gate is logic. It's leading us logically, but what it is trying to do, it is trying to find a way to be influential, to lead people into the future with influence. Because we are always going to be looking at the gate on the other side, and so the 7 and the 31 create a channel. So we look at the 31. And that influential leadership is looking forward and trying to project into the future. So those who are really wanting to be directors and give you a direction, they want to be able to lead, because that really is the role. So if you have a 1, a first line, you'll lead with authority. It's an authoritative leader. So you're going to be looking for places where you can be influential and you will be able to be an authority. You have a second line, you're going to be democratic. So you're going to be active, but you're going to be active trying to get their vote, not active trying to tell you what to do. And the third line is about the anarchist, active about tearing things down. So we always have those politicians who are promising you something, and those that are ready to get rid of that old something, and those are the anarchists. So when we look here, what the Sphinx really wants is it wants an opportunity to give you a direction, that it wants to be able to bring that subtlety of the future to you through their role. So the person needs to play out this role in their life. And what you'll notice is that most likely these are going to, again, be people that they are invited, they are elected, and they can bring you into the future. They can help you move into the future. Now we have the juxtaposition cross of interaction. And the interaction, this is about the 4th line, and the 4th line abdicates. So it gets its influence by abdicating its influence. Meaning I see these people as the pundits that are, they create talk shows or podcasts around abdicating their influence and then speaking about the political landscape. And they're interacting with people on the street. They're interacting with other political roles in the world to try to relieve some kind of anxiety, trying to relieve the ignorance in society. And they will abdicate that influence. So these are kind of like the backroom people who are interacting with people in a way so that they are kind of rubbing shoulders with the influential people on our planet. So now when we look at the left angle cross of masks, this is the 2nd variation. So the 5th line aspect of this is the general. And what the general does is it hides behind this projection field of being able to take absolute power when it needs to be taken. So they will have absolute authority and power in times of crisis and in times of need and provide practical solutions. But when that crisis is over, they give up their power voluntarily as this role of the general. So what comes to mind right now is the U.S. political landscape is always in everybody's face, because that's really where we get a lot of our movies and all that kind of stuff. So I see this, the United States president is commander-in-chief, and they have that power, but they also, in times of crisis, take that power, and then in times when there isn't crisis, government is designed to listen to the people and give up the power to the people. Does it really happen? I don't know. So the 6th line aspect of this is the administrator. So the ability to share and justify and divide and allocate all of that power. So there's a massive difference between the 5 and the 6 when we get here. But it's all about this, practical leadership and the role model leadership. And the mask piece of this, what's really interesting, what came to my visualization while I was walking through this, is here we see those that hide behind, like, say, all their medals that the general that has this lineup of medals on their chest for all these different wars or battles or whatever it is. So it's like hiding behind a mask of that. So again, here I see a lot of politics, a lot of leadership, and we need these people. So if this is you, we need you on this planet to be able to alleviate our anxiety and allow us to move into the future with certainty. So we will coach around this, so have fun.